The microphone in her hand glinted under the soft lights. Her voice was honeyed, sweet enough to rot teeth. "My sister," she said, pausing just long enough for the room to lean in, "is a single mother, unwanted by anyone." Laughter, the clink of glasses. I didn't move. My fingers stayed curled around my wine glass, knuckles white. Then my mother, my own mother, leaned toward the mic, giggling like a schoolgirl. "She's a used product." The laughter sharpened, louder now, cutting through me like glass splinters. I swallowed the burn in my throat. I had prepared for this moment. Then the groom stood. He reached for the microphone. The room stilled. And I knew my plan had worked. 6 months earlier, when my sister, Emily, told me she'd met the one, her eyes sparkled in a way I hadn't seen since we were kids. I believed her. She'd been the golden one, straight A's, perfect hair, always in control. I'd been the mess, teenage pregnancy, divorce before 30. She wore her perfection like armor, and I admired it, even when she used it to keep me small. When she introduced me to Daniel, he was polite, measured, almost too careful. I saw the faint lines of someone hiding a shadow, but I didn't push. Emily loved him, and that was enough. For a while. The first crack. It came in the form of a slip. Daniel, after 2 glasses of wine, asked if my son's father still paid child support. Emily's eyes darted to him, a silent warning. I smiled, answered vaguely, but my mind stored it. Why did he care? Then, a month later, I saw him leaving a downtown bar. Not unusual, except he wasn't alone. His arm brushed the small of a waitress's back. He didn't see me. I didn't tell Emily. Not yet. The proof. It wasn't hard to get. Daniel had a weakness for flattery and younger women. I had a weakness for quiet, patient revenge. I made friends with the waitress. Her name was Mia, 22, ambitious, easily charmed by the idea of helping another woman. I told her enough to make her curious, then let her find her own way to Daniel. 2 weeks later, I had screenshots. Explicit ones, with timestamps that overlapped business trips. I didn't confront him. I didn't warn Emily. I planned. The shift. My goal wasn't to stop the wedding. My goal was to make sure Emily knew exactly who she'd married, but in a way she could never twist back on me. Because if I'd told her before, she would have called me jealous. She would have chosen him. No. She had to see it unfold herself. And I had to make it public. The setup. I started small. I told my mother, knowing her love for gossip, that Daniel had asked me strange questions about Emily's finances. I acted worried, as if I thought he was planning a surprise honeymoon. By the time the story reached Emily, it was warped enough to plant a seed of doubt without her realizing where it came from. Meanwhile, I encouraged Daniel's flirtations with Mia. She was game. She sent him more pictures, more messages, under my quiet direction. Then I found the perfect opportunity. Emily's wedding speech. She always liked to be the center of attention. I knew she'd take a jab at me. It was her way of proving she was still above me, even on her happiest day. All I needed was for Daniel to have the evidence in his phone at that moment, and for Mia to send one last, very specific message during the reception. The day. The ceremony was flawless. White roses, crystal chandeliers, Emily's smile so wide it looked painted on. I played the role of proud sister, helping with her dress, holding her bouquet. Nobody suspected a thing. At the reception, I kept my distance, sipping wine, watching Daniel check his phone between handshakes. Perfect. When Emily took the mic, I knew the jab was coming. She never could resist. My sister is a single mother, unwanted by anyone. The laughter was ugly. It was the same laughter I'd heard in high school when I walked the halls with a belly at 16. The same laughter I heard when my husband left me. My mother added her poison. She's a used product. I didn't flinch. I just watched Daniel. Right on cue, his phone buzzed. Mia's final message, an explicit video, her voice purring his name, filled his screen. The people near him noticed first, whispers spreading like fire. Daniel's face drained of color. He shoved back his chair, grabbed the mic from Emily. The unraveling. Emily! His voice cracked. He didn't look at her, he looked at the guests. I need to be honest. Emily's smile faltered. He held up his phone. On the giant screen behind the head table, the slideshow of childhood photos froze, then flickered, replaced by Mia's video. Gasps. Someone screamed. Emily's bouquet hit the floor. I stayed seated, wineglass in hand. "I'm sorry," Daniel said, though his eyes were empty. "I can't do this." He walked out. Cameras followed.